When you think of Moondrop, you probably think clean design, amazing sound, but this time they've taken it up a notch. And the LAN II that I have here looks stunning in stainless steel, and it also gives you two completely different sound tunings in one lineup. So which one should you get? You get the reference or the pop? Let's find out.
Maybe I'm an alien. Must be something heaven sent. Payback for the love I spent.
And the first thing I like about this IEM is definitely the build quality you get on these earbuds and how they actually look. Whether you get the pop version or the reference version, they both have similar high quality stainless steel build that is very premium. So these earbuds are also extremely comfortable to wear long hours, especially to my ears and how it's shaped, but this might differ from person to person. And I like that there are two sound profiles for you to choose from for the same IEMs, giving you a wider range of sound profiles to choose from rather than just that one frequency. We'll talk a little bit more about how they individually sound later on, and you also get a nice swappable cable using a standard 0.78mm plug. So what could be better? And if you're in for the clarity, the reference is perfect. However, do take note on the way the highs can break at higher volumes or with certain high frequency sound. It doesn't happen all the time, but it does happen from time to time. And the included cable could also be better. They're pretty basic and nothing to shout about, but the benefits is that you get that flexibility to use both the 4.4mm or the 3.5mm converter right out of the box. As we see more and more hot swappable filters and nozzles, unfortunately there isn't any on the LAN II, so you don't get to tune this further or to swap it out when it gets old and gunked up. And if you held the LAN II before, you definitely agree with me that these are beautiful and high quality IEMs, and considering the asking price, these are easily justified. And you get a gorgeous MIM or molded and powdered stainless steel build. So these are extremely solid and beautiful IEMs. Although they are not very heavy, there is some weight to these earbuds, so you definitely need to use a cable that hooks over your ears to ensure that it doesn't fall off. Whether you get that reference or pop model, they are both exactly the same in terms of design, and the only graphics on the leaf here on the earbuds is different. So if you get the pop one, as the name suggests, the leaf will be placed on top of the IEMs, and if you get the reference model, the leaf is on the bottom of the earbuds. And that's the only way you can tell these earbuds apart. And on the other side of the earbuds, you see the Moondrop branding on one side, and the other side is a code for the earbuds, and both earbuds have the same code. And the fit of these IEMs are really nice, and they have a very comfortable molded feeling when wearing them, and it just slots into my ear perfectly like a glove. And on the other side, you see the layered molding that tries as best as they can to meet the ear shape of the general population. But the cable wise, you're getting a simple high purity oxygen free copper cable, and there isn't any indication of silver braiding inside these cables. The good news is that they use the regular 0.78mm 2-pin plug, so you can easily swap them to your own favorite custom cables. And with Moondrop cable, you're also getting a standard 4.4mm balance jack, which they also kindly thought through about it, and provides you with a 4.4 to 3.5mm converter in the box, so you don't need to run out to get one. And you also get a nice PU leather pouch, which is very thoughtful of Moondrop, and I really love this about them. Every IEM or Bluetooth earbuds you get from them comes with a case, with the exception of the Moondrop Horizon. Spec-wise, you're getting a 10mm double cavity glass dome composite dynamic driver. As I understand, this is both the same on the reference and the pop, and they're just tuned differently. They both come with a 30 ohm impedance, decently low for ease of power, but not so low that it'll introduce noise. You also get a THD of less than 0.08%, which is awesome and have very low distortion. Alright, let's talk about the sound signature of both of these IEMs. And both the LAN II series and reference and the pop have wildly different sound signatures, and that you need to pick up the right one to truly enjoy it. So just remember, for a more reference or monitor level sound signature, go with the ref. And if you want something more traditional sound profile, more V-shaped, bass heavier signature, definitely go with the pop. Starting with the bass notes, the pop here is my favorite. It gives you a massive bass hum and rumble, and my gosh, this thing can hit low and deep. It resembles more of that traditional V-shaped sound signature with an emphasis on the heavier bass notes. And although Moondrop says that the mid bass is enhanced, in my tests, Even the sub bass is insanely powerful here. And with the ref, you get a very subtle sub bass notes to the point that you hear it but don't feel it as much. The ref still has a nice solid mid bass note, but again, nothing too deep. So if you prefer a cleaner bass note, definitely choose the ref, and if you want a heavier, thicker bass note, go with the pop. Alright, so now to the mid vocals. The ref here has a slightly forward vocal notes, giving it a brighter vocal note as compared to the pop. With the reference model, it gives you a wider vocal note so you can pick out vocal clarity and nuances effortlessly. Switching to the pop, I instantly hear a massive difference in the vocal signatures. This time it's a little bit more recessed, and for the warm, cozy feeling, it's not recessed to the point of muffledness, just a tiny bit that gives you heavier experience as compared to the vocal brightness in the ref. Alright, so now to the highs, and with the pop model, you get accurate, decently bright sound signature, and if you want that bright sound signature, then this pop model may not be for you. You get a slightly toned down highs here. It's still plenty high quality, it's just lacking that reach in brightness. And if you want a boosted high frequencies, cleaner and brighter sound frequency, then definitely get the ref. So you get an absolute increase in clarity. Every cymbal and hi-hat is improved significantly from the pop. However, one downside about this is that for certain songs you do get that overly bright signature and the earbuds will crack. It's not with all songs, and I did try this with headphones amplifier and it started crackling with just a little bit more boost in the treble department. And when it comes to sound imaging, both performs well and you can pick out instruments well regardless which one you choose. Sound staging is decently wide, but they are not like crazy wide, but good enough that you have a little bit of spatial feeling when using an in-ear earbuds. So overall, the Moondrop LAN II is honestly a really solid pair of IEMs for the price, and you're getting that premium stainless steel build, super comfortable fit, and most importantly, two completely different sound profiles to choose from. And if you're someone who enjoys clarity, bright vocals, and a clean studio-like sound, then ref version is definitely the one you should go with. But if you prefer something warmer with a deep rumbling bass and that fun V-shaped tuning, then definitely pick up the pop version. So yeah, the LAN II is a great budget pick from Moondrop. It's stylish, comfortable, and versatile in sound. And if you find value in this video, do consider subscribing to the channel and ring the notification bell. And if you want to check out another IEM review, click over here. And if you want to check out my latest review, click over here, and I'll see you over at those videos.